Hi guys, today we're going to draw some pens. So we're going to actually draw this today. It's on Procreate. You can download the app on App Store if you don't have it. So we're going to first start with the pens. So grab a light color, a pink probably. Light pink. And if you want a good pen or pencil, I would say Studio Pen, but you guys don't have Studio Pen 1. But I'm gonna use Studio Pen 1. You can use Studio Pen since I made a second one. And first you're just gonna draw a line. You can, and then hold to make it a straight line. And you don't have to make it pink. It can be any color that you want. 2 lines and straight hold. And then connect them both with a rainbow line. Okay. And after that, you just color drop. So you take the thing, pull it down, and you color drop. If it explodes everywhere, that means there's an opening somewhere in the pen. So just try to close the opening. Next, take this. So hold, and it should show up this thing. And take the color and then make it a little darker. Little darker. Come to the bottom and draw another line. You don't have to hold for this one unless you want to. Connect it with the rainbow line. Connect the top with the rainbow line. Color in. I think that one's a little too big, so if yours is big, you can always fix it. And you can also hold like I'm probably going to do. Then color drop in. And then now get a white. And then do the bottom. I know you can't see it, so we can turn off the background. So go to layers, which is this 2 sheets of paper up here. And then get the background. And then you see the little check mark next to the background, press it, and the background is off. If you don't have, So if you don't turn the background off, if you don't like whatever you drew, you can just erase it with the eraser here. And I'm just gonna fix mine a little. And then after you do it, color drop in. Should make the bottom of the pencil. And now we can turn the background on again. I know you don't see the white, so if you're still on the white, make it a darker color. And you can just keep the background off, you don't really have to turn it. And then trace the thing. Now you can see it. I'm gonna erase these 2 little dots. Okay, so this is what your pen should look like. Now we're going to take the gray, make it a little darker. And we're gonna do the bottom, so just draw like a flat circle. Okay, we're done with the bottom now. Let's go to the top. Now make the gray pretty light, like up here. And 2 lines up. Curve with the rainbow line. And then make a circle. And then that's gonna be the cap, and then hold, tap. Now hold for the pink, and then we're gonna make the tip pink for the eraser. You can make it sticking out, and then make it a little darker. Okay, now let's make the tip where the marker is. Actually, not a black, do like a gray, darker gray than the other one. So line up, hold, another line up, hold, then line in, another line in, then back up, and then you can make a sharp tip. Connect it on the bottom, color drop in, and then this, and then you made the top. Now it starts to get easy after we made our first one. Go to layers, swipe, press duplicate, the one in the middle, press the arrow on top, scooch it over, and then pick a different color like orange, and color drop in. And then you got an orange. Then I'm gonna actually go to my last one and scooch it over. And this one, scooch it over. Okay, now duplicate, arrow, scooch over. Now you can do a green. And then duplicate the green, and make a purple. That's weird. Okay. Now we made all of the pens. We can start with the background. The pattern. So if you have the upgraded, go to the brushes, and then go to marker roll. Wait, no. Let's go to, finding okay, so we can do disco for the first one, and then go the pink, then maybe a little darker, and then so go into the pink, add the plus, and hold, drag to the bottom, and then now, drag to top, just leave it on top, and then press the layer and do clipping mask, and then now the disco stays inside of that layer, so you can turn it up, and just do a few. And that will look cool. And now to the orange. Get the orange color. This one. Merge down. Then add one. Top of the layer. Clipping mask. Then now we can do flower power. You can add a bunch of flowers. Now do green. Words down. Add layer. And we can do, let's try bolt. Maybe a little darker for this one. Oh. Clipping mask. Clipping mask. And then you can add the lightning bolts. Did it? And then the purple one, if you made any brushes, I made a few brushes. I'm gonna do the paw print. You can pick your last one. So go do your purple. Add a layer. Make it clipping mask. And then you have to make this one darker. I'm adding a few paw prints. And now it's time for the background. So, merge them all together. And now it's all one layer. Add a layer. Go to inking and do marker roll. And then we can put this one underneath this one and make it big, and it'll look really cool if you just add a few marks of each crayon color. And there you have your markers, pencils, and we hope you enjoyed today's lesson. We'll see you next time.